Hi everybody, Beth here from Corner Piece Studio. If you are here for the first time, welcome. I'm thrilled you're here. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm glad to have you. Today I will be creating a pocket to go in my small Daphne diary journal. This one was created from number 7 from 2018. This was my first Daphne Diary magazine ever. And just before I get started on anything, when you create something from Daphne's Diary, you may not sell it, or it may not be part of anything that you're selling. You can gift it, but you cannot sell it because of copyright stuff. Just want to get that out there and then move on with what I want to do. I want to make I'm going to use this envelope. I'm going to use the window in this envelope to make a tuck spot. I'm at the end of my last video. Last time I had mentioned that I was going to pop a hole, and I did. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a tag to hang on there. I'm going to use this. I'm going to use some washi tape, and I'm going to use a bulb clip to put it on. So for now, I want to get started on this. I'm going to make a tuck in here. Make a little pocket where you can tuck something in there and it would show through. Okay, so first things first, you want to glue your flap shut, because if you tuck your flap to the inside, you see it on the inside. You don't want to see it, so you want to seal it to the back, and then we will cut this open for a little tuck area. That pattern inside will be covered with some magazine page, so you won't see the inside. Let's get my glue open. Oh, there we go. Hope everyone's doing all right today. We are recovering from some more snow and rain and sleet and stuff last night. We got about 2 inches of stuff by the time it was all done, but it was a mix of rain and sleet and snow, and it just was a mess, a big mess. Okay, so that is closed shut. I have decided that I want it to be this size because the page I'm working on is right here. I'm going to put this to here. So let me remove this piece so I can work on it. That's what I like about the pages being held in by elastic. You can add and remove, so when I'm done, I can put it back in. So let me get my book out of the way for now. Okay, so that's the page I'm working, the size page I'm working with. So I'm going to, I like it that size. I'm going to have it just a little bit around the edges. All right, so I'm going to cut it. Cut that. Then I am going to glue the end shut. Just with a little bit of glue, just a little line of glue. This is just something, this is a liquid adhesive I found at a dollar store or somewhere. I don't remember where I found it. So if I do remember, I'll let you know. And sorry, I had to pause for a second. I had to go get a pin. My glue bottle is plugged shut, so I need to, there we go, open it so I can get a fine line of glue, ouch, out of it. It's nice if you keep a little pin cushion nearby, so in case you need a pin real quick for something, you have it. All right, here we go. Just a little bit of glue on the edge to hold this shut, because you don't want anything sneaking out the bottom. No, we don't. And push it shut. It's good to have a paper towel or something nearby so you don't have to press on it with your hands and get glue all over your hands. I have these little baby washcloths. I had gotten a pack of 20 of them, and I sent 10 down to my daughter for her and the baby, and I kept 10 for myself. And it works very well. They kind of look nasty after a little bit, like this one I just washed, but there's still some glue stuff on it. That's okay. All the rest washed out, and it's reusable. So, okay, so all my sides are closed. The flap has been closed. What I'm going to do now is just snip a very thin piece off of here to create an opening again. So, and I will show you. Here's a tag, and it fits just right inside. It opens up real nicely, and see, now it's closed in the back, and you don't have any of the flap showing through, because what's going to happen is I'm going to put some backing paper in here, and then you won't see it. So for now, this is my page that I'm going to use, and this will be glued to this when we're done. Okay, let me put my page aside. All right, I'm also going to make a journal card to tuck inside, and that's what I'm going to use this paper and this page to do. I want this in here. That's going to be my journal card going in there. And I want to use this. I like this, and I'm going to put that to the back to be some writing space for my card. For now, we need to decorate this. And I'm going to use this piece of paper. This piece of paper will be for that, and then I'm going to see if I can cut it down so the girl fits right inside. She's going to be my back piece. Or actually, the girl is going to be the card I write upon. This is going to be my back piece on the inside. Let's do that for now. All right, I'm going to put this on here. I want to see. I'm just going to pull this up and see. That's there. Okay. So I'm going to take my tear ruler. And it's just a West Scott metal ruler. It's a metal ruler. Metal rulers are great for tearing. You can use plastic rulers. They work also. I have this one, and actually this one, let me find a paper here. I made my own rough edge on it with an iron. I heated the iron. The iron was hot, and then I just put it to the edge of the iron every so often. So I have my nice straight edge, and then I have my nice rough edge. But for now, I'm going to use my metal ruler to tear this piece. Put it on and pull. It gives you a nice edge. So you get a nice edge. So I need to see how wide I want this. Almost as wide as that. And what's good with this is it has dots on it, so you can kind of measure from the dots. I'm going to use this leaf or whatever that is on there as my guide as far as the width goes. So there's that. I'm wondering, no, that will go in there beautifully. Okay, let's see. Okay, we're going to look at it this way. There's my window. I want the butterfly to show in the window. So I'm going to need to go like to here, just a little bit below the edge of the window on the envelope, because you want to be able to it to slide in so you can glue it in. And see, it's narrow enough. It's a little narrower than that. And I'm going to do the same thing with the bottom. I'm going to go a little shorter because remember I glued the bottom. So I'm going to go a little shorter. Let's hold that. Get this out of here and tear that off. And this is how it's going to go. This will be glued in. This I'm going to glue in there. And actually, it's a little too tall. So what I'm going to do is remove some off the top. There we go. Because it's going to be glued in, so it really doesn't matter how much I have off the top and the bottom. Okay, let's see. Let's get this in there. There, that's going to be for the window. In fact, I want the butterfly to come down a little bit. I'm going to move, when I glue it in, I'm going to glue it more towards the edge, like that. That's good. I want the butterfly to come down a little, so I need to remove a little bit from the bottom. There. So that works. That works. See? Isn't that pretty? I like that. Because then I'm going to use some of this to go around the outside. This section, this piece right here. That'll be great. That'll be perfect. All right, while I'm thinking of it, I want to measure my card. I'm going to make a couple measurements. I want my card to be this size. So let me just measure this. I'm going to do a couple light colored lines so I can tear. I need that's where it goes. I've got a little pencil on that. Pencil erases. Okay, so now I'm going to put this on here. All right. So it interferes a little bit. So what I might do is go to this side and use that around it. Nope, that's still not going to work. All right. So I'm going to have to cut the girl out and put her on something else because I want this on my envelope. So, all right, I'm going to hold up the envelope to the light for a second, and I'm going to figure out where my center part is. I'm going to put a little X here because that's where I'm going to make a hole. So when I go, I want to cut out to the edge. There's different ways that this can be done, but this is the way that I'm doing it. All right, let me tear this so it matches. So I lined it up to the corner where I wanted it. I'm going to tear this up, and then I'm going to tear the rest, tear it off here. So I kept my girl, so I'm going to end up cutting her out, and maybe I'll put her up there to use her on a card. That might be how I do it. Okay, so this is the size of my envelope. Where is the piece that goes inside? Let me glue that first and get that inside. I am using an all-purpose glue. I do not use school glue. I like Elmer's glue. I do not like the school glue. The school glue lets go eventually. It doesn't hold very long and very well. All-purpose glue does. Permanent glue does. Right now I'm using all-purpose glue. So I'm going to slide it in. I'm going to slide it in so it's not touching the back. Let's get it off of that. So it's not touching the back. It's not easy. There we go. If you get it popped out right, you can get it all in there. And then I can adjust it and then push it onto the back the way I want it. All right, there we go. Got to clean my hands. I got glue stuck all over. There we go. Now that's in there. So now, there we go. That's in there, and I can add my journaling card to it. So that works. That works. Okay, now I'm going to add glue. Where's my scraper? I'm going to scrape this down. I'm going to use this to bray it a little bit to straighten it out so it straightens out a little. There we go. There we go. That works. Very nice. Okay, now I'm going to put a little glue. Not a little. I'm going to put glue, all-purpose glue. I'm going to put it around the whole edge of this envelope, trying to not get onto the window. There are many different ways that you can do this. This is just the way I'm doing it. Okay, I'm going to line this with the corners. And there we go. Take that off of there. I'm going to use my scraper again to bray it, get it down so it's stuck down. Let me check my corners. My corners are good. And there's that. Now here is the tricky part. Let me find my hole. There's my hole I made. Okay, I'm going to go all the way over to here. I'm going all the way over to here. I'm trying to cut out this window part. Just going around. And I will probably have to trim it a little more once I'm done. But I'm going to right where the glue is holding my paper down. Let's see. And there we go. Okay, so I've got most of it off. So there's still some parts of it. I'm going to pull up what needs to be cut yet. See, I'm finding the edge, pulling up what needs to be cut. There we go. That's one side. Let me get this side. Up to the, tear it up. There we go. Up to the edge of the envelope. Up to, not the envelope, up to the edge of the window of the envelope. This is at 19 minutes at the moment. Hopefully I will have it done in less than 10 minutes. All right, there's, all right, I'm going to just cut a little off of here because I can see the edge of my envelope. So I'm just going to straighten that out, add a little more glue here, and put that back down. There we go. That's looking really, really good. And I'm at the edge of my envelope here. So here's my envelope and here's my window. I need to trim that. Yeah. And there's my window. So I'm going to make my card and slip it. It'll slip right in there. Nice. Okay. Okay, here we go. I'm going to use this piece to create my tag. I just have to cut off a little bit here. Just trim a little. There we go. That's better. I'm going to tear this piece off. I'm going to use that to create my tag. Maybe I'll use that side of it. I'm going to use that side of it. Okay. So I'm going to remove some from the bottom. Remove from the side. I don't measure much. I just take it and I go with it. Okay. So let's see. Does that fit in here? Yes. That fits. I need to make it a little shorter. Just a little. Just cut some more words off the bottom. Let's use scissors on this time because it's just too thin of a piece. Okay, let's see. There we go. There it is. That's perfect. Okay, I'm going to cut just a smidge off the edge, this edge, because I want it to go in a little further. Just a little further. There we go. There it is. That goes in like that. Perfect. Okay, so let's get this garbage out of here. So I hope you're all having fun with what you're creating. I want to cut this girl out now so I can glue her on. I'm going to use my cutting mat, and I'm going to use this neat little swivel knife. So you hold it and you use it as if it were like a pen or pencil, and you're tracing. Just trace around. Just trace around. Okay, so for the moment I've got her head part cut out. I'm going to go off camera to do the rest, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. There's my girl. I'm going to put this back in here and see where I want to place her on here. I think I'm just going to place her right there. So her head is at the base of that one berry. So let's pull that out. Take her, get some glue on the back side. New piece of paper. Get some glue on the back side of her. One thing I really like about the swivel knife is you're able to move and wiggle and turn and get into the little nooks and crannies that you want. There she is. There's my girl. I'm going to take a pencil here, and I'm just going to go around her arms a little, because it kind of, her arms blend in to the background, and so do her legs. I just want to bring it out so you can see her arms and legs a little bit. There. Just so you can see the outline of them, because they are faint. So yeah, the swivel knife is a really awesome tool. I got it at Hobby Lobby. So there we go. There she is. Now her arms jump out. I'm going to add a little bit of shadowing under her so you can see her. I'm gonna just rub it with my finger a little bit. Now where's that paper? Here it is. Now this is the paper I'm going to put to the back of this. All right, so I'm going to, here's my tearing ruler again. Get stuff out from behind it, because I'm going to make the back piece to this, so I have some writing space on the back, because right now I have flowers on the back, so I don't want those there, but I do want some writing space on this. Let's pull this up. Out of the way. One more tear and we are set. I love to tear because you get that little bit of a rough edge, and it just makes, I don't know, it makes the edge have a little softer edge to it. All right, so I'm going to glue this to the back. Let me see. Maybe I'll turn that way, so that'll be the top. I don't like that, because that dark is too heavy. Okay, here we go. I'm going to put some glue on this and glue it to the back. And I will also make a little pull. I'll use some of the scraps here to make a little pull for it. Come on. There we go. Okay. So let's see, is that the right way? Yes, that's the right way. So if you like what you're seeing, please like and subscribe. Helps my channel tremendously. Makes it so when people type something in, maybe they want to do ephemera or they type in envelopes, it'll pop it right to this. It'll pop right to this site, and they'll be able to see what I'm doing here. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this part of this. I'm going to make a pull, so it will make it easy to get that in and out of the envelope. Fold it, trim it. Okay, add a little glue to one edge, add a little glue to the other edge, and I'm really thankful that you're here watching along. If it is anything, you have questions about anything, or there's you would like to see me create something, please leave a comment below. I'm going to ink my edges. Leave a comment below, and I'll see what I can do about your request to create something, or if you have questions on how something's made. Now, yes, I'm using a Daphne's Diary magazine, but you can use any of your favorite magazine. It doesn't have to be a Daphne's Diary magazine. Okay, here we go. In she goes. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I'm going to ink the edges on this too. I'm sorry this is long. I will be gluing onto my page very shortly, and I will do my tag another time because this is becoming a little bit long. I'm sorry. Process takes a while. That's where, now there's my page. process takes a little bit. So, all right, there. That's what we're going to do. So I'm going to put glue on the back of this. Let's get a new piece here because there's glue on that. I don't want that on there. Look at that. Isn't that nice? I like that. And that's going to sit nicely there up against the other page. Okay, here we go. Let's get some glue on here. And then I'll get it back into the book so you can see it. See how it goes. This is the first thing I've really done in this journal, this Daphne's Diary journal. I worked in my other one. I have to pull that out again and work in that so I can have some fun with it. All right, I'm going to turn that over. Use the brayer on it to push it down. Use the scraper to bray it down to braise it down so it stays. There we go. Where's my book? I'm going to get it back in. Let me find that other spot. There it is. Pull it in. And there we go. Look at how nice it looks up against that other page. I'm going to cover over September. I'm going to probably cut out some of pieces from these and put them on there. Isn't that nice? I like the way they came out. I want to thank you all for being here today. I'm going to do my edges. Again, please like and subscribe so you can see any future content that I pull up on here, put on here. And for now, have a great weekend. And I will see you again. Take care now.